Are we recording?
Cheers. Yes. Cheers. Oh, yeah.
Tastes like a good podcast.
Does taste like a good
Does.
podcast.
Tastes like something gonna come out of that glass.
Something's gonna happen? What's happening?
Well, what happened was...
What had happened?
What
had happened was...
Here we go.
Here we go. And so my name is Jen.
I'm Rachel.
And we met in a thunderstorm.
We did. It's quite romantic, really.
And when did we meet in a thunderstorm?
Oh my gosh, I wish I knew.
I feel
Over 10
like,
years ago.
Yeah, it was definitely over 10 years ago.
Oh, it was probably 12 years ago, actually.
It was quite a while. Like, how old were you? Because I think it's
was-
easier to remember how old you were than me.
I was 18.
I was older than that.
I should have disclosed my age in this podcast. I was legal. I'm legal age.
And yeah, so it was thunderstorm. It was about this time of year, probably. Maybe it was May of 20-something. And it was raining and thundery.
Yeah, and I was outside looking at the sky because it was like tornado watch, you know.
Yeah.
The clouds looked a little scary and
We're in Kansas, so.
yeah, a little spirally. I see her outside on her front porch, and so I walk over, or I go, hi, you know, chatting across the driveway, and then I'm like, this is silly. I'm gonna go over.
Friendly neighbors things, you know.
And-
We do that in Wichita.
And
It's
go over and
nice.
hop right on their porch. By the way, their porch is this big.
So I
was
was table.
really in there.
Yeah.
Really got. I was like, nice to meet ya.
We were just friends from the beginning.
Yeah. Then it started just pouring rain, actually, and
Yeah.
we were like, oh boy.
Oh boy. And so I was like, hey, do you like wine?
Yes,
And
I do.
She does. Just so happens.
I was like, yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, ever since then, it's been Wine Wednesdays.
So many wine Wednesdays.
Best neighbor ever.
Best
And,
neighbor ever. Cheers to that one.
Yes,
Best
best
neighbor ever.
Always neighbors in our hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Our hearts will always be neighbors. Even now, we don't live next to each other, but not that far.
We're not that far. Yeah. And yeah, ever since then, we have just been.
Sisters, best friends.
But like, I feel like maybe your relationship with my household started a little before that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I met your son, your youngest son, before I even met you. Yeah. He came over to my house. No, actually, he entered my house. He lived there. I answered the door, and I just see this. My eyes go down, like, and little guys just like, hey, I lost my baseball over the fence. He just walked right into my front door, and I went, oh, okay. Just watched him walk
That's a
on
random child.
and I was like, okay, because I didn't even know exactly. I assumed he lived over there because he said he lived across over the fence. Just saw my back door straight from the front door, so went right up to it. We had this giant knight in shining armor that one of my housemates at the time had in our living room.
If you've ever seen Gilmore Girls, I don't know if you remember Henry. Like, this is what was actually in her living room.
Yeah. Tall, full size, probably tall king that all the girls were looking for. That was him in my living room. And so he stops me and like, whoa. And then just keeps going to the backyard, gets his ball, and then just walks right back on him and went, okay, bye. Watched him walk back over to his house like, just coming into strangers. I'm like, okay, well, nice to meet you. He didn't even say anything else. He was just, he had a directive.
Mission.
He did it, and he exited out. Okay.
Mission accomplished.
Okay.
Well, and then I feel like things got a little easier for the boys down the road because
Oh, yeah.
it was another storm.
Oh, yeah.
I've created a hole in our fence.
Those fences were trash.
Those fences were terrible. They
Yes.
were the white vinyl. Were they white vinyl?
I don't know what material.
Oh, they
it
were
was.
the worst.
They were hollow plastic of
They
some
were
sort.
not made for Kansas at all.
They're not made for anything.
No,
really.
they're not made for anything.
Kids, storms, wind,
Dogs.
critters, Rachel's, not anything really. And then,
So which leads us to the portal.
yeah,
The portal.
the Wine Wednesday entrance. Really, yeah. So
Yeah.
easy. Yeah, we just switch right between houses and backyards, going in and out of the little portal. We joked about putting lights around it, and we never did that.
We did. We were trying to make it a thing.
Oh well, it was a thing. It just didn't have lights, but
Facts.
it lit up my life.
It lit up my
No.
life too.
Gosh. But no, that was fun. I remember the time my dog, Buddy Bear,
Yeah.
he ran right over there in the mornings because you would just leave the back door open.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah. When the dogs would go out, we just
when the kids are getting ready for school and everything. And then Buddy knows where they keep the dog food, right? He's like, they have dogs.
Right by the back door.
Dog food. And I only fed him at certain times. So I fed him breakfast and a dinner. And he was a little goldfish. That boy would eat until he blew up, I swear.
Yeah.
And so he ran over. I'd be like, where's the heck did Buddy go? And I'd hear the boys, hey, like from the neighbor's house.
Boys
like,
loved Buddy.
So then I had to jump through and go get him. And he was like, do all he could to keep his face lashed into that bowl.
Sweet Buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
good stuff.
Good boy.
But,
good boy.
Yeah. So we had to be more careful about morning let out times. Definitely made me late to a good time or two. But
it was always a treat to see Rachel in the morning.
Yeah. Good morning, bye. Bye. Like hauling my dog off. Yeah, good stuff. Have a good day.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. And then now, like, I don't know, there's been many an adventure that you will hear about. And
so many.
We will relive.
That's over 10 years of glorious content right there.
Mysteries. We still have a missing keys that have never been found that we may be in my car outside.
I don't even have that vehicle anymore.
So it doesn't matter, honestly. But when we find the keys, and I believe we will one day.
We'll frame them.
We'll frame them along with the cork that we popped to celebrate our very first podcast.
I have it in my purse. Let me grab it. Just for visual's sake. It's here.
Yes.
It's going to be kept.
Yeah,
we'll
forever.
Perhaps we'll make a Christmas ornament out of it.
Oh, that would be cute.
Or something.
The good thing is, like, we have another bottle to celebrate, too.
We do.
It is us. So we'll both have a cork.
Yes.
That makes it even.
Very quirky. Quirky.
We're punnies. Okay. So this happened today.
Yeah.
We were invited by the Courtyard Wichita Old Town to come out and do the spicy Sauvy bee trend and create content around that. If you aren't familiar with the spicy Sauvy bee trend right now, what happens is you take sliced up frozen jalapeno pieces, drop 3 or 4 of them into the wine glass, and then pour your healthy glass of Sauvy bee Sauvignon Blanc on top of it, and you have a beautiful wine cocktail.
Yes.
What did you think of it?
I thought, why haven't we been doing this so long? Honestly, I was like, I love spicy margaritas. I love having some jalapenos.
Yeah.
And anything, everything. It's a staple in my kitchen.
Always.
Yeah. So love it. Love jalapenos. Love peppers. Love spice. Love wine.
Yeah.
It was really earthy. I feel like I smelled it more than I tasted it at first.
Yeah.
Like the first drink.
It definitely came out like that for sure.
But then as we got further in the glass and it set in there and really like marinated in there, it was starting to be like, ooh. Every time you pick it up, it was like, oh.
It get a little spicy.
It gets spicier as you get down there. It was like, man, is this the epitome of drinking? Like,
I mean,
spicier you get, further down that glass goes, I suppose. We'll see. But no, it was good. What did you think?
It was, I was pleasantly surprised. I knew because I like Sauvignon Blanc and I do love jalapenos. I love the flavor of jalapenos. So I had a feeling like if people think things are going to be weird, like you don't know until you try, right?
Oh, man.
And so I smelled it first, that's just what you do.
Loved
it. And then,
it's a good summary like.
Yeah, and then it was very jalapeno forward. Like I could immediately taste the flavor of the jalapeno. It wasn't like too much. It wasn't too much. It was very well balanced. It was delicious. And
I can't wait to try it with jalapenos this summer from my father's garden.
There you go.
Those
homegrown.
That son and his garden cooks them so well. Oh, he makes some spicy peppers. I'll tell you what.
It's nice to have a garden.
So it really depends on the pepper too, and the wine. So you could really modify it. And now I'm like, I'm gonna be putting frozen jalapenos in everything.
I know. And the crazy thing is, like, jalapenos are. It's like Forrest Gump said. It's like a box of chocolates. You don't know how spicy you're gonna get.
You don't. I wear gloves when I cut jalapenos in my house. Right. Because otherwise, I always will end up touching my eyeball or something, even after I wash my hands.
Yeah, I've done that recently and had to like put a milk cloth on, like a
milk
paper towel, full of milk. What? I was crying. It was like the worst thing ever.
Put some yogurt on there.
My eyes will never be okay again. Luckily, Tim, my husband, Googled remedies. And milk on a paper towel and just like hold it on your eyes.
Just put some Gaviscon tablets on your eyes.
I tell you what, I was high. This is my dog Floki.
Jenna.
Right, like Oh God, I thought the world was ending. It was not fun. Never touch your eyes. I don't know if you watch.
You're not supposed to touch your eyes anyways, but it happens. Wear makeup.
Hot ones. The host Sean always says, "Watch your eyes."
Yeah, they should wear gloves.
There's a reason why.
It's got to be a health code issue. I don't know, but
maybe yeah. But anyway, so thank you hugely to Courtyard and to Jovana, lovely Jovana. She's so wonderful.
Yes, I love her. Always just rocking a style.
Oh, she's so stylish.
Always got some beautiful smile on her.
Yeah, she's so approachable and amazing. Yes. In fact, she was my wedding planner last year. And it's so fun because...
great wedding.
Thank you. I had a great maid planner.
Stop it.
And a great planner. So Jovana, I believe it was December 2023. They're working on promoting their Rock Island suite, which is kind of like a getting ready room for a wedding.
So cool.
It's so cool. Perfect for bachelorette parties, bachelor party, whatever you want. Which is exactly why we were invited there. Tim, my husband, is a photographer. And so... because I create content for a living and he's a photographer for a living, they're like, hey, why don't you invite 4 friends to come and do this whole entire... Was it 4 friends?
It was way more than 4.
We had a big group and it was amazing. And so what we did was we basically had a co-bachelor and bachelorette party together with our friend group. And it was... so amazing.
Yeah.
It was 8 of us. It was 8 of us.
It was good.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
It was good.
We made some memories that weekend.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure you will hear about later on this podcast.
We used these.
We did use these. These were bought specifically for that. So
Full circle
moment. So that happened.
Drink pause.
Absolutely. Great content came from that too. That weekend was so much fun. The photos. Holy moly.
They're really cute. The lighting in that room is great.
Yeah.
Furniture, it looks great. And you can decorate however you want. We barely even decorated, really.
No, it's gorgeous.
It's already decor. Just set up. So it's
beautiful.
It's got a good ambiance for sure.
Yeah, if you've never checked out the Rock Island suite at Courtyard Wichita Old Town, you definitely need to. It's amazing.
Oh gosh, and it's right there and next to everything in Old Town. All the walk around the town. You can go to all sorts of different places. Great eateries, great bars, great brew. Everything's
perfect location.
Yes,
absolutely amazing. So this happened. We literally launched our first episode for our podcast. We did it after 4. Okay, so after 4 years, this idea originated 4 years ago.
I know. I swear I made a post about it. Do you have that wine bottle still? Okay, so
I don't know that I have the wine bottle.
We always talked about doing it, because we just have such good banter, and then sometimes we'll just like crack each other up, and I don't even realize
all the time.
I don't even realize what I'm saying. Let me look. I'm gonna look at my social book real quick, but it might take me a second to scroll.
So yeah, we're just having it was another wine night, and I had opened this bottle called So This Happened. The label said So This Happened on it.
I found it.
You know, she found the social post. You must not post very often.
I don't, but that's gotta change. That's gotta change, folks. So it's gonna change, okay? It's gonna. I need to come up with some new platforms. We're gonna spread the word this way. March 5th. 2021.
Over 4 years ago.
I have a photo of it. I'm glad I have a photo of it. It was a 2018 Zinfandel. I won't say the brand, but if you're out there listening, you know who you are.
You know who you are. And we love you.
We do.
Look what you inspired.
Look what you did. Good job. So I said, stand by for the new podcast magic. So this happened. And I was like, DM me with your So This Happened story to spread connection laughter. I had launched it 4 years ago. Or tried.
We committed 4 years ago and we're just now getting to it. So anyway, here we are. I love that you came with receipts.